the summit of beauty.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Hacienda Revit here. Today we are going halfway around the world doing something special in the areas of Southeast Asia and the Pacific Ocean. We're going to Indonesia, Borneo, Sarawak, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea. We're making beef rendang. Yes, beef rendang. A few years ago, CNN did a poll of the 50 top tasting foods on the planet, and beef rendang came out #1. Yep, believe it or not. Apparently such a combination of flavors that you can see here makes it something special. Now, each country in that region makes its own version, and there's about as many different versions in each country as there are babshkas in the islands. So, forgive me, this is my version here. So if I offend anybody, too bad. I didn't mean to. We have a plethora of ingredients, which includes 5-spice, ground turmeric, kaffir leaves, red peppers from the garden, turmeric, coconut milk, cardamom, of course, the queen of spices, garlic, chilies, galangal, candlenut, shallots, all kinds of good stuff. I'm not even going to go over the list here. You'll see it in the notes below on the recipe. We're going to take this step by step. It's absolutely delicious. What kind of beef do I have here? I got a Pike's Peak roast, which I'm going to use for this. So stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is toast the coconut. I got 1 pound of grated coconut here over medium-low heat, and just stirring it constantly. We're going to toast it. Now, it took me a lot longer than I thought. This is almost 45 minutes. I didn't realize how much moisture there is in coconut. But what we got going on is caramelization here, and this is a hallmark of this entire dish. And I'm starting to see where we're headed with this. And the Maillard reaction, for you food scientists and chemists out there, with the browning of the amino acids and the sugars, is going to make this dish something absolutely spectacular. And I can see where we're going with this, and it's going to be fantastic. So I'm going to take this off the heat, and we're going to set it off to cool, and let's continue with the prep. Okay, we got 8 cloves of garlic, about 10 Padron peppers from the garden. You can use any kind of red chili, serrano's fine. 4 ounces Galangal root. You can find those at any Oriental market. It's got a mustardy, peppery, gingery, horseradishy type flavor, all those combined into one. Actually very tasty. Now, can you hear Dak? He's already won some. Now we want 10 Candlenuts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go with 12. And the thing about Candlenuts is be very careful. They are poisonous when raw. Do not munch them. You've got to cook them through. Okay, next is we want 3 star anise. You get those at your Oriental store as well. Next, a 3-inch piece of ginger, fresh, chopped up. Okay, we got 4 good size whole shallots in there. And now we got some tamarind paste, and we're going to add about 1/4 cup. Okay, now let's get that into the food processor and get it blended up. Alright, I got this beautiful a little over 2 pound, 2 1/4 pounds Pike's Peak roast. It's also known as a heel roast that I'm going to cut into 2-inch cubes, and that's what we're going to use for the beef rendang. Right, now in a large wok-like skillet, and in this case I'm using my paella pan, and I'm using peanut oil, but you can use any kind of oil you want. We're going to fry up the paste that we made, okay? And we're going to do that over medium heat, and we're going to fry it up gently for a little bit, a couple minutes. We want to cook that through, okay? And while we do that, we are going to add the 3 cinnamon sticks, kaffir leaves, and the lemongrass, okay? We're going to also add the cardamom, salt and pepper, And I'll give you all the ingredients, the quantities below in the notes. We got coriander, turmeric, cloves, fennel seed, all kinds of good stuff. So let's go ahead and stir fry this for a bit, and join me back then. Okay, after a couple of minutes, when this starts turning brown, we're going to add 2 cans of coconut milk. Okay, now the whole thing here is we're going to start cooking this at a slow simmer, caramelizing the meat, everything, and all it does is take some time. This is not a fast food recipe. Okay, let's bring this up to medium-high heat. All right, so everything's incorporated nicely. You can see how it's starting to come to a slow simmer. We're over medium heat right now, and the whole concept here is we're just going to cook it down till the liquids completely evaporate and the beef starts sauteing in the oils. Oh, I got to add the the toasted coconut too. And the fats of the candlenuts and the coconuts will fry the beef, and it'll get really, really dark. You want it almost black, and then it's done. But it's going to take about 2-3 hours, so join me then. Alrighty, 2.5 hours in, you can see how thick this is getting, real nice. We are moving right along. Now we just got to keep cooking it, stirring it so it doesn't stick. And we want it to just caramelize, get that Maillard reaction going on. And that's what it is. We're going to pour everything in a pot and cook it into oblivion, as they say. Alrighty, almost 3 hours in. Well, 3 hours in. You see how that fat there and the meat is kind of frying? That's what we want. Most of the moisture's out. We still got a while to go, though. We got to caramelize it some more. Okay, here we are. The meat is caramelized. It is actually beautifully browned. I don't know if you can see it here with my camera lighting, but you can see that caramelization there. It's done. I mean, this is exactly what it's supposed to be like. All we're waiting for now is for the basmati rice to finish cooking, and we're going to serve deliciousness on a bowl, and we'll let you know what it tastes like. All right, everybody, here you go. A bowl of deliciousness, and Dak the cat is just going crazy. He loves this stuff. Beef rendang. Look at that, with some basmati rice, serrano peppers, some lemon. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Layers upon layers of flavor. They weren't lying. At first, a wave of ginger, galangal, lemongrass, then woo, the chilies, and then followed by the coconut and the beef umami that mellows everything out. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Let me cut this baby. Well, let me just take a bite out of this one. Oh my God. Deliciousness in the bowl. Wow. Thanks for watching, people. I can see why this is the #1 recipe in the world. Oh my goodness gracious. Thanks for watching. Take care.
She's got it. Oh, baby, she's got it. You know what she said? She said, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, I'm your desire.